Hello there, it's Jason the RV Nut from the future. Welcome to the Step 3 video. As I record this, it's June 1st. This video will be out on the net on the 2nd. And just thought I would pop in and say thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like. Talk to you next week and enjoy this week's video. Huh? Alright, thanks. Bye-bye.
Let me drive, let me get behind your wheel.
Oh, okay. It's Tuesday, was it 18th, 19th of August. And I hadn't put out a video this week, so I thought I would go ahead and work on something today while I went to town and back. I got a caliper on my van that is sticking if I hit the brakes too hard. So the challenge the last couple of weeks is to get to town and back on my once a week run. Oh, that's wonderful. I've got pitch on my windshield, so things are not great. Yeah, so as long as I can just kind of very easily touch the brakes, I can get to town and back, which is about 10 miles, without the brake caliper sticking. It doesn't get to that point. If I have to hit the brakes hard, I'm screwed. So it's Tuesday, and what that means in this version of my life is that I've got Daisy here beside me in her bed. Let's see, can I show you that real quick? Well, I don't know if you see her or not. There she is. Anyway, and then, yeah, this is really sketchy. Really sketchy. So anyway, so it's Tuesday, and in my current way of living, that means I am going to the food bank. Not big on crowds, so I am aiming to get to the food bank towards the end of their run. They run from 9 to 11, and by 8 o'clock they have 15-20 people lined up. I don't get it. I can't imagine what they get that I don't get, but occasionally they run out of things, but there's usually enough for me when I get there. But that's my life for the past too long. I got bad feet, so I can't stand for more than a few hours at a time, and even if I do that for too many days in a row, it's just a lot of pain. I'm missing a lot of teeth. I don't know if you've noticed that, but it's hard to date or go get a job when you aren't really as presentable as you might be. And of course the job market itself here in Maine is horrible. Tourist season has kind of come, but it's very muted. Oh, blue sky! Yay, we've had rain all morning, which we need the rain desperately, but it's nice that it's stopped now. So yeah, that's my day. Go to town, get some food to subsist on, and then go back to the house and start processing things I've sold on eBay. I've got 3 eBay things I need to package up and send off. I've got my old GPS, an old Valentine 1 radar detector, and then one of those pucks you use for satellite radio through our Garmin. So yeah, so that's where we're headed right now. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to play catch up on. I've got a couple of videos kind of scripted out. One of them I may not do, because it deals with a lot of my reactions to the RV community that I have thrust myself into. Hi, Daisy. And yeah, maybe it's just better not to say anything about that. Wow, that was disgusting. A diesel dump truck belching just clouds of black smoke. The other video I have a script that I've started on is basically a video on the history of the Safari Trek. There's just nothing out there, and I thought, well, why not put something together? So that's, excuse me, kind of in the works. And then what I wanted to talk about in the last video that I didn't was the coming down with the name Harvey Knott. You know, it's just, as I said in the first video, it's just one of those things that'll come to you. If you sit there and grind on it, it'll avoid you. But if you just let it go, it'll kind of come around and pop into your head. And so my first name is Jason, and my middle name is the initial J. And that's it. That's what's on my birth certificate, is the initial J. Yeah. And my father wanted to have my middle name be Octavius, so I would be very kind of old school Greek, Jason Octavius, which as a 61-year-old man, that's pretty cool. I kind of like that. But as a kid in school, it probably was a good idea that my mother didn't do that. So she basically changed it to the middle initial J. And it was several years before my father found out. I just fly on the wall for that conversation. Joan. Anywho, so I got, of course, you know, you can't really, if you're educated in the classics at all, you can't hear the word Jason without thinking of Jason and the Argonauts. So, and of course that hit my brain at some point, and I'm thinking, oh, RV Knott, why not? Let's see. Wait, I went and looked it up, and when I looked it up, I figured, oh, somebody's already taken this. I mean, it's such an obvious name. I'm gonna put some window down here. Hopefully that's not gonna make too much noise. If it is, we'll just re-edit this later. So I looked it up, and it's like, oh, it's there, and I was like, wow, cool, very good. So that was a bit of a surprise. I wasn't expecting that, and so that was the perfect name, because it kind of reflects on my history and my first name, and you know, it's going to be a journey. Much like, you know, Jason and the Argonauts, they didn't know what they were going to run into when they went out there, so I don't really know what I'm going to run into when I go out there. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn the camera around and give you the ride into town. We're coming around the end of, well, you can't see that yet.
We won't have to worry.